So I'm going to use this knife, this cheap gas station knife, to open this knife, which I hope will replace all of my knifing needs. I haven't seen many reviews on this knife. Now, I'm not a camper or a hunter, to be honest with you. Part of the reason why I wanted to get this knife is because my cousin got one during Christmas, and I just felt like it was time for me to upgrade my cheap little gas station knife. By the way, these knives only last a couple weeks or so, and then you have to toss them out because they break. So I'm hoping that this will be a more long-term investment. Upon opening, you've got this instruction manual telling you how to use the knife, how to sharpen it, how to care for the leather sheath. Don't worry about the oil mark on the blade. That's anti-rust oil, and it is easy to remove. So they suggest that you wash before first use. Now, first impressions, this is very weighty. It feels very good. Now, I've not much to compare it to since I'm not really a knife person, but here's an example of a cheap gas station knife, a PlayStation 5 control, and this ZhengSheng knife, which I think actually came out very good. I don't know if this was worth the price or not, because like I said, it's really the first knife that I've ever purchased at this price amount. Interestingly enough, there's a few typos in the instructions, such as number 4, where it says does not let the natural oils. They put does noi, as well as under storage, they actually suggest that you don't keep your knife in the leather sheath. So it's a little bit of a send-off. They want you to wrap the blade in a cardboard sheath and then rubber band them to the leather sheath. So maybe this is a little bit just for show, but I'll take a look at this next. Okay, so here's the knife in the sheath, perfectly buckled in here, quite well. Pretty secure. After having cleaned it, I think the knife looks pretty great. I think it's a cool looking knife. Ideally, I was looking for a knife such as this one with a window breaker in the event that I get locked out of a car or something. But I hear that the window breakers on knives typically don't seem to work too well. So maybe that would be something in a totally different price range. Like I said, for this price range, I think that this is a pretty good knife, only because it is sub $100, and all of the real premium knives typically tend to be around $200. So I think this will get the job done. It's a little bit gimmicky in the sense that the pommel has a little bit of a hollowness to it, so it doesn't seem like it's too sturdy, but there's a nice heavy feel to the knife overall. And the sheath, although it smells like real leather and it feels close to leather, it does give me some kind of sense that perhaps it's not. Beyond that, the instructions did have some typos in them, as well as instructions to not use the sheath for long periods of time. They did say that they want you to put cardboard over the blade first and then sheath it like this, meaning that the sheath that they give you isn't even the best storage option possible, per the instructions. I think the knife is okay and will likely work for its intended purposes, but I would rate the knife a 6 out of 10. It's pretty mid. It's pretty straight down the line. I definitely think that you could save some money, get something cheaper, and get a knife of equal quality or perhaps even better.